Okay, guys, welcome back. Okay, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My last video was explaining my strategy, but now I'm just going to be giving you trade review. Now, this week, I think I took about two trades. I actually executed two trades, one of which was break even, and the other was a stop loss on a Friday. So I'm just going to give you what I saw. A lot of the data already in the Discord channel, so you will see what really happened. But let me just explain my thought process. It's no news. This is the indicator for Sunday. It's no news what my strategy is. We try to find the buyers. Now, at this point in time, there was only obvious buyers to be here. Like I was expecting this market to like come down, try to keep to speak as fast as possible. Although I was expecting at the time, we're still right up here. So I was expecting a sell because there was this OB down here we expected to fill, or even if it does not want to come break here, it was this OB here. So everything just tend towards the sell. So when you go back to my time frame, 15 minutes, where I get my my sessions bias from, I observe and I check, and you know the drill. Come in here, I get the low, I come in here, I get the high, I look for a break. Now this was the break I got. If we go to like the 5 minutes, maybe we'll see it a lot better. Let me leave it at 15 because of my 15-minute rule. Okay. This was the break I got. I got this news um event here that just after this one closed and then this news, I just felt like it was enough reason to be a part of the trade. So I took out my Fibonacci and took it up here. So if we go to a lower time frame, let's say 3 minutes, we can pick an OB in between all of that noise. This was in the Monday. Yeah, so okay, exactly. This is the height of the news. OB was obviously somewhere here. It's still not obvious in the 3 minutes, but you could tell. You know, my videos are usually too long, so if you can watch them, always bring them down to like. And even if you don't even watch themselves, I think this whole idea of trade review is for our own clarity more than it is for teaching you guys because everybody already have their strategy. You don't need mine. So yeah, this was my entry point, and it was good for the most part. It was good for the most part. I think very soon I'll not be deleting my this thing again. I will try not to, but I hate it. I hate busy chats. This now this was where what made it break even. My take profit was right here, and yeah, as you can see, it did not get there. If I had stuck to this high, I would have gotten something out of the market that day. But my strategy said to stay here. And before it did and went back, it was already break even. And eventually the next day it turned out to be a loss. So that was Monday's breakdown. Nothing much. Nothing else that other than that happened. So that's how I like my trade. If you close around there, it's quick. We're gone. On to the next day. Now we would like to move this to the most recent day. Now we are Tuesday, and on Tuesday the ball game is different. We are already now at this point. If we take to like the 4 hour time frame, this is where we are now. The market has started selling. The market has started selling. So we are still looking forward to either breaking this low, coming to this OB, or coming to this OB at the very least, assuming it reverses because we don't know what to expect. And yeah, so everything is tending looking for a sell opportunity. And we hope that the 15 minutes will follow. So that was what I was thinking at the time. So you repeat the process up and somewhere around there, but I'll clarify with the lower time frame to get the proper range. Okay, the closest low was here. So the market is already in a very fantastic sell side. At this point, it has given many reasons to believe that the market is willing to sell. But all that was left was my entry. As you know, take the high, the low, the OB just after the zero point 0.6 was right here. However, as you can obviously see, the market never got to this OB and snubbed entry. So there was a lot of snubbed entry this week. To save time, let me just go to the next. And you see, it made a pretty decent move, enough to that it could have been take profit, according to my strategy. So up to the up to the next, we'll go to Wednesday. Yeah, this will be Wednesday. Now, at this point, we're already we just I think we just broke. Okay, yeah, we just broke this low, and it only meant one thing, that this market had one direction left, which is anything in around this lower OB. After breaking that low, it will obviously want to take out this gap, and this was the next direction, and it has only retraced fairly. So what was next thing to do? Look for an opportunity to sell again. So that was basically what happened all through the whole trading week. I was looking for opportunities to sell, but I never got them. Let me see what happened on Wednesday. Sef. Okay, so this was it. Don't know if I can remember for sure what happened here, but I know it was not enough reason for me to look for a buy. I was obviously looking for a sell, but at the time where where it finally broke here, as you can see, it did not retrace back to the area where I was expecting it to get back to, which is this place. That was where I thought I had my OB, and did not get there. And even after breaking, it started retracing with my Fibonacci. Did not get to the zero point 0.6. Did not even tap into the zero point 0.5 fully. So snubbed again, like not a complete setup. I'll move over again to Thursday. We're looking for a sell again because we haven't got into this OB. Thursday came with its own similar story. Yeah, and yeah, I think for Thursday it was tricky, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because if I go to the 1 hour time frame, uh, okay, well, I just got in this, and with the momentum of this market, I believe that I began to expect that, okay, the market may want to come and fill out some of these zones a bit. I think that was the whole idea at the time. So, uh, yeah, Thursday was the 19th. So, say I did not take anything on Thursday because the trade was not looking good. as expected. I was expecting the sell. It was giving me buy opportunities, and the whole dynamic was off. It was off. So as you can see, I did not take any trade that day. When you go against the overall bias, you just ignore. Oh yeah, I say I took a trade. I took the trade. It looked off. I took the trade. I think I was expecting it to maybe come into fill some of this area. Now, as I said, it was tricky because it was against my bias, but this momentum made me to believe that I was going to get some form of change of character, type of movement, and just then come back again. But that was not the case. That was not the case. So I fell for this, and it was a stop loss. Let me just get the whole diagram, just maybe for clarity. And you see, there was an internal OB here. This was where I took the trade for Thursday. And then on Friday, so the Thursday stop loss, like somewhere about here was where the entry was. And in the end, it was a stop loss. That was how I got my stop loss for the week. So not a very beautiful week, just everything just there near. And lastly, Friday. Friday. On Friday, we were already in the OB, and I was genuinely looking for a buy opportunity because uh, it was already pretty clear when the OB market is going to kind of range a bit. So I could tell it may want to come in and take out this high a bit just to make it seem like it's still going to sell. So traders may want to opt in on the sell and all of those things. I was expecting some fair bit of ranging, but most importantly, a buy. There was a gap here to be filled. There was another gap just above here. So in the 15-minute time frame, I I let me just borrow this line. My low, my high. Overall, there was nothing in the end. So just not to stress the game a little further, any further. There was nothing in the end. As expected, I expected a buy move, but I could not join upon all of the trade in the direction. I could not join. After this gave me my confirmation, I kept waiting and waiting for a reasonable pullback, but nothing fell below. Maybe if I had taken this guy a little off plan, honestly. But and in the end, the Friday ended, and that was it. So this is the breakdown. Overall, the only major error I made in terms of executing of the strategy, which is the only thing that matters, was on Thursday because I should have known better to stick to the trend until you get to the OB. You don't want to be finding yourself against the trend. So thank you very much, guys. Please be until you let me and go. Any word of advice, feel free to drop it. I got that DK advice now of uh, especially that take profit or good day. They monitor the possibilities. But thank you very much.